it nice to see a familiar face? Welcome to another year of football. Accessibility settings.
I guess all of that's against me.
Excessive Madden 23. Stick with what you know. Control. Stick with what you know. Traditional old school Madden style passing. Lead the receiver in any direction by using the left stick.
With the business, West Coast rocking them timber.
This is a special present. Coliseum back to its original 70s glory. What a scene in the East Bay, and we're underway in the John Madden Legacy game.
And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40.
So it's the NFC stars who will get the ball first. And Charles, as we alluded to, we've got a different era of coach on each sideline. So the man coaching this NFC squad, we'll call him Young John Madden. This is a coach who is trying to establish a foothold in the NFL and on the cusp of doing it very successfully.
Yeah, you think back to that period, those early days as the coach of the Raiders, the late 60s in the AFL, and then in the NFL in the early 70s. Coach was a guy who was ahead of his time. The Raiders were one of the first teams to have mini camps, one of the first to film practice, because he wanted to practice coaching as much as he could. And his teams, they were successful right from the start of his head coaching tenure.
He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. So as we mentioned at the top, let's take you through the life of John Madden. And you know, it's very fitting that we're here back in the Bay Area, not just because John's so associated with Raider football, but also because this was where he spent his formative years.
Yeah, he grew up over in Daly City with his buddy John Robinson, who would also become an NFL head coach. He played his high school ball at Jefferson High, eventually wound up playing tackle at the University of Oregon, and later Cal Poly San Luis Obispo. Played well enough that in 1958, he was a 21st round draft pick of the Philadelphia Eagles. That's right, the draft had 30 rounds then.
Here's Favre to throw. And that's going to be incomplete.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete.
And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. They'll run with Sanders. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. Another run with Sanders, and that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package, and that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
So we're through one at the Coliseum in Oakland. 0-0 our score. This is the John Madden Legacy game on EA Sports.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal.
And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. In for the sack, Myles Garrett.
That's quite a stand there defensively. A huge sack on 3rd down, and that's going to force him into a field goal attempt.
The Hall of Famer's kick is good, and the NFC out to an early 3-0 lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal, you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down. So, Charles, as mentioned, we've got another Coach Madden over here on the AFC sideline. Of course, his Raiders, members of the AFC West. So this is a conference he battled in for his entire career. And you think about the landscape of the NFL as he was getting into the back half of his tenure. It was a golden era for coaches. You had Don Shula, Tom Landry, Chuck Noll, Bud Grant. But it was John Madden who had the best winning percentage of them all, CD. 759, the best ever.
Brandon, it's hard to believe he could be so successful in the conference with all those great teams. The Steelers won 4 Super Bowls. The Dolphins won 2 and were a mainstay in the playoffs. The Colts were tough. The Broncos came on late and went to a Super Bowl themselves. But against Hall of Fame coaches, John Madden's record, 36, 16, and 2. That's pretty incredible. His Raiders were a factor each and every year.
They'll run for it. This is Allen. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. Throw right side, going to be complete to Moss. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
2 minutes remain here, the first half of the John Madden Legacy game. We'll be back. Hey, we want to let you know, give you a fair warning that coming up at halftime, the folks at EA Sports have put together a very nice package in tribute to Coach Madden. So make sure you stick around for that. Again, coming up at halftime.
He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
From the shotgun, it's Favre.
And that's going to be caught. Touchdown NFC. Randy Moss from 4 yards out as his guys are able to extend their lead.
He was simply incredible at finding the end zone during his tenure in the NFL. Holds the NFL single-season touchdown reception record with 23 back in 2007, partner.
Well, you also reminded me that Randy Moss set the rookie record with 17 touchdown grabs all the way back in 1998.
Oh, you remember that season? He thought he had so much to prove to the league. He didn't go as high in the draft as he thought he should have, and he tried to make everyone else pay.
And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
Extra point by Anderson, up and
go. Time to decide. Head on over to the main menu and see the full array of options you've got to work with at Madden NFL 23.
When I'm in my zone and get it going, Donkey Kong. They got the hand out, will you give a dog a bone? I'm like, oh, no, you gotta get it on your own. They get an attitude, I'm like, you better check your tone. They ain't got no job, need someone to take her home. I hop up in the car, whip like Indiana Jones. Going George Lucas, now I'm out here killing clones. Coming in strong, like, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down. Boosted up my cardio, I used to get to run around. I've been doing this since I had to work at mama house. Tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down. Everybody eating, it's a party, wanna come to time. You can bring your mama, daddy, sister, and your cousin out. Everybody wanna kill the king, or you shit wanna take the crown. I can see through it like a stomach with a other sign. When I hit the gas, I be going like 100 miles. They be getting tired, running out like 100 house. All up in my business, real nose like a bloodhound. I'ma throw them off like I'm standing on a pitch of mine. All they do.
Get strapped in. It's just about time to get the party started. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Minnesota's offense and QB Kirk Cousins set to go here.
And one nice thing you can always say about Kirk Cousins is that he's consistent. Always puts up nice numbers each and every year. If there is a downside to his game, it's been the lack of playoff success. All in all, though, formidable starting quarterback at a time in the league where it's tough to find your franchise guy.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Just like that, it's a gain of 12 and a first down on their first play. And we see the emphasis early here. Get your star receiver involved, able to do it successfully.
Not a bad start to begin with, that's for sure. And to me, this play says our guy is better than your guy's. Because, you know, a player of his stature, he won't just be single covered all game long. It's going to involve multiple people. And right away, they told the other team, guess what? He's just better.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It's Khalil Mack that time, shooting in there to get him to the ground. So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long. He'll drop to throw. Got an open man, finding Jefferson. And he'll get this one way up, just shy of the 45-yard line. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. Cousins on first down. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Well, normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation, you have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards it.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The former number 3 pick, Joey Bosa, bringing the lumber that time. So now they operate back from their side of the field here, 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Cousins. And his throw here is incomplete.
That's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. And he's able to knock that one away.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Scramble drill there, partner. Some teams have some pretty good rules for it. Others are just saying make sure you work your way back into the sight lines of your quarterback, even if you take the play deep. And that's what they attempted to do on that one, unable to connect.
4th down, Cousins. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. Herbert off of play action. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? They were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. Herbert. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. Excellent placement. And off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determined that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. It's like, what they do, shorten the...
about you, partner? And not quite sure what just happened there, other than we do know that he spiked the football on first down. Looking to throw on second down. Cousins. We're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Michael Davis. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run? Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Justin Herbert looking to pass. On the screen, this is Eckler. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. A shotgun snap for Herbert. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. The 30, 10, 5, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, what a response by that defensive unit, Charles, because they just saw their offense throw the interception. They come out there, not only get an interception of their own, but they take it back for the touchdown.
I won't sing it because no one wants to hear that, but perhaps an early case of anything you can do, I can do better between these defenses. A lot of people came to expect the offense to light this game up, but so far, the defenses are stealing the show.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. They're going to take this up close to the 40, so really good starting field position. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their 38. He'll hand off here to Eckler. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. What a play that turns out to be. 36 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back in the 32. Daniil Hunter, the outside linebacker, coming up to drop him for a loss of a full 10 yards. After the sack on 1st down, Herbert, he's airing it out for Williams. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. Mike Williams, 32 yards. And the Chargers are an extra point away now from moving out in front. Extra point safely through. And they take the lead here at 7-6. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
And still in the first half here, a long way to go. And he's got this to Jefferson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. To throw, Cousins. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
throwing, Cousins. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up third. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
And that incomplete, nearly intercepted. And remember, he had his hands on one earlier, had one pick. Could have been his second, but instead it's 4th down.
They'll indeed go for it. It's Cousins. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick.
And the Chargers are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
So now it's 2 straight drives that end with an interception.
And the first time, the first interception, they ended up getting 6 points out of it and taking the lead. Now they have an opportunity to increase that lead after their second pick.
What I never do. How you supposed to walk with me? I'm 80 steps ahead of you. My mind is on Socrates, all my balls on Rubik's Cube. Every time I do it, I just have to do it beautiful. I can't let this moment pass. Yeah, I know my time is now. Know my mama proud of me, and my grandma smiling down. Every time I turn it up, whole crowd be wilding out. Matter of fact, let me see your hands. Look, I saw my shot and I took it. I couldn't do it different. Couldn't afford to stop and go. I had to stay consistent. Made up my mind that no matter what, I gotta win. That's why it's always me and never them. One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and today's clash of conferences is just moments away. It's the New Orleans Saints and the New York Jets, and it comes your way next on Madden.
Here's Will Lutz ready to get this one started. And off we go from MetLife Stadium.
Braxton Berrios selected to bring it out. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over.
They'll be led out by a man who upset the AFC champs in his first career start last year during the regular season. Out of Western Kentucky, here's Mike White.
And you'd think as a young QB there'd be some nerves leading an offense out to start a game, but haven't seen any sign of them right now. And speaking with him earlier this week, sensed that the pressure wouldn't get to him. He feels comfortable being the face of this offense and shouldering the expectations on game day, even if he doesn't quite have the years of experience other quarterbacks do.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Now White. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. And a big 32-yard play on 3rd.
Execution was one of their watchwords leading up to this one. And on that play, able to execute brilliantly here on this opening drive.
Off play action, here's White. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Moore. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
First here this afternoon.
Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And he is not going to make it. They stop him up short, and this will remain a 6-0 ball game. I'm going to go out on a limb and say that you don't like that call on the opening drive of the game.
It's a very strong limb that you're out on right now. Okay, hey, look, the game between college and the NFL continues to creep closer, but that is truly a college play, not an NFL play. Because you'd snap the ball from the 3-yard line there, whether it's going for 1 or going for 2. So it makes sense to try it that way, to maybe fake it. In this case, from the 15, makes 0 sense.
And now your lead's just 6-0 instead of 7-0. A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
And Dalton to throw. The pass caught by Olave. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and short. The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara, and he's able to get up here to the 26. 4 yards the pickup. They run it again with Kamara. Tackle on that play by Quentin Williams. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, it's Dalton. But the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. John Franklin Myers, the one in there to drop him. The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this 3rd down. Here's Dalton. He's going to sling this deep downfield. He's got a man, complete. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
A very early momentum changer there. Actually a dream killer for the defense because they forced a 3rd down. Felt like they had a good chance to get off the field defensively, and then they got hit with that big play.
They run on 1st down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Dalton. And this one is going to be off the mark. Too far out in front. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Dalton. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down.
Holding offense.
So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it and brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question.
Offside.
He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and the deficit will stay at 2 field goals.
And this is a commentary on today's kickers and just how good they are that a coach would think about running a guy out there to try a 59-yarder. Here it backfires on them, but as a kicker, you have to appreciate the confidence that they showed in you.
The play fake, now White.
And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away. And it's 2nd down.
Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Nice job escaping the pocket. And boy, he took the shot downfield towards the end zone, didn't he? Trying to go for 6. It just wasn't there against that coverage. They were ready to prevent the big play.
A second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
So many times I advocate not challenging coverage downfield, but on this play, I thought he made an excellent decision to actually do so. If that had been complete, that would have been one for the highlight reel.
That's out wide here for Robinson. And he is going to be stopped at the 12, short of the first down. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
They'll run with Robinson. Fighting his way in for a Jets touchdown. James. A 6-yard touchdown run. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Zerline connects on the extra point. And the lead now stands at 13. So this drive spans